Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a treat. Hi, guys. Welcome back to From the Ashes at the Movies. Yes, you got a little treat there by me singing. Please, hopefully I didn't shatter anything. But, you know, like my ex-wife told me once, I'm not even allowed to sing in the shower. Hence X. But anyways, I am back today. I'm Phoenix, and we are going to be doing some cartoons today for 4th of July. So it's going to be our Patriotic Cartoon Festival, I guess. I don't know what we're going to call it. But it's going to spearhead with Disney's Golden Boy at the end. With Steamboat Willie. Sorry, I had a brain fart. But with me today, I have someone I don't have to, say who it is, but I will anyways. And he is the host of Something Suave Theater and a good friend of mine, the Rico Suave man, Tim. Tim, how are you, brother?
About yourself.
Talk to my what?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Oh, there we go. I thought you said talk to myself. I was like, huh?
Yeah. I talk to myself because I'm the only one who thinks that I make sense.
That's true. I've known
That's
Tim.
true.
I've known Tim going on 30 years. And yeah, that's true. But unfortunately, we do not have Arson with us today. Although his picture is showing up there. We have a stand-in for him, which is Grim. You guys know Grim from the regular podcast. So what's up, Grim?
I don't know what you're talking about. I am 100% hit YouTuber arsonist cold.
I love how that just cut out, like when you tried to take credit for arson. So,
did it?
It did. It was so perfect.
Ah, crap.
That was funny. So
the bit's over. Oh well.
Yeah,
I'm good.
The bit's over before it began. That's the thing.
Yep.
So yeah, as I said tonight, we will be showing Steamboat Willie in its unedited, uncut version at the end of this episode. But we've got a couple that are being played before, and to talk about that, I'm pretty sure he knows which ones now. Is Tim. Tim, what's the lineup for tonight?
Into this little Popeye cartoon called Patriotic Popeye. Then we're going to go into a classic Donald Duck cartoon. Then we're going to slide into another Daffy Duck cartoon. And then the uncensored version of Mickey Mouse's Steamboat Willie.
That sounds hot.
Because it turns out Disney was censoring it for like the last 50 years.
Oh, wow. So when we get to that, I know Tim will have a few extra words to say. So, but until then, let's go into some Patriotic Popeye. What do you guys think?
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Toot. All right, let's do this, guys. There's just something about Popeye. I love Popeye. He's a manly man.
Oh yeah, Popeye was one of the first cartoons I watched when I was a kid.
Well, that and he's, I don't know. It's just he eats the spinach, right?
Absolutely.
Sailor, so you got to question the man part.
True. But he's got big arms.
Wonder how he got that.
Trying to get the trash can.
big idea, Uncle Popeye.
Okay, I've got an issue, and I'll go over it here in 1 second.
Listen, kid, fireworks is too dangerous. I'm gonna see that you has a safe and sane 4th of July.
Sane.
Who wants to be safe? Yeah.
Who the hell are you, Smokey the Bear, Popeye?
Just a minute, kid, and we'll all
Okay,
play
so
some
here's my
nice
question.
games.
Popeye's nephews, you would think is by like his sister or his brother, you know, those are his kids. But if you look up the lore,
Good game. Let's
they're
go.
actually Olive Oil's brother, Castor Oil's
Okay,
kids.
boys, here comes me famous Dipsy
How?
Doodles rock
How do they look like him?
I think it's obvious. Popeye and Castor Oil's wife had some extracurricular activities.
Right. That's why he's such a great uncle, quote unquote.
Yeah. He's Uncle Dad.
Point of the situation.
That bull doesn't know who he's messing with. Even the corncob pipe is like,
Yep.
Stand by, boys. These hot dogs will be barking in a minute.
that is a nice smoker. If it is a smoker.
Smoking.
Yeah.
Oh, great, the bees are high. Now they're an eye.
That eye should have looked high. That would have been funny. Nothing in here. Wow.
Oh no, they have thumbs.
Foiled again, you little brats.
Hop in, boys. We're
Just gonna crank one out real quick.
Drive in the country.
Well, Uncle Popeye.
And away we go, boys.
Didn't even check to see if they were there.
He's a great uncle,
I
right?
hope you kids has enjoyed
Yeah.
the countryside. It's beautiful.
Guys, his car doesn't have a back seat. Where did he think they were going to go, in the trunk?
Well,
Yes.
maybe.
Fire.
Why,
Oh no, it's my worst fear. Those kids are indestructible.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
out.
Okay, how'd that work?
Like that.
Me house.
What's that ladder doing there just randomly?
Or any reality or anything.
Yeah. He needed it for that moment. Serves you right, you little brats.
I was about to say, yeah, that's karma.
Oh, now they want help.
And there it is.
Can't have an episode of Popeye without the spinach. That's the real star.
Yep.
And he does whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. He's Popeye the Sailor Man.
I mean, he did turn
He's got
his
spinach.
he turned his pipe into a rocket that flew him up there. So
Yeah.
Swiss Army
Anything's
Popeye.
possible with spinach.
Swiss Army Popeye.
Oh boy, this is fun. Yeah, it's safer than shooting off fireworks.
So later on, we can save the needles to stab you in the throat.
So yeah,
And now-
no fun and games to shiv each other.
Well, what I want to know is how he literally was blowing helium out. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He still had the power of the spinach, man.
I get, but you know what? That would actually solve that, because I was wondering. Hey, good call on that one. Well,
I've always wondered, how long does the spinach powers last? I feel like sometimes they just last like forever, and then like they just go away whenever it's convenient.
well, I feel like after he processes it is when it goes away. So
Maybe.
Like drugs. Popeye spinach addiction is just like heroin. There for a little bit, then he crashed. I mean, yeah, I wonder what a spinach come down is like.
I was like, oh man, don't bother me, olive oil. I'm spent.
The trees are back to normal.
He's gonna have to get gateway vegetables to get off the addiction.
Gateway
He's gonna need
vegetables.
cabbage next.
I don't know. He may not like that.
Just from spinach to lettuce to calm down.
It's all right, Popeye. You're gonna be fine. And then olive oil is just feeding it to him. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good cartoon, and our next one is featuring Donald Duck. And to tell you about the times of this episode, I want to go back to Tim, because he can probably explain it more eloquently than I can. So, Tim.
Back to a time that none of us were alive for. It was 1942. We were at war with Germany over World War II. So, the movie studios at the time wanted to join in the efforts. As a matter of fact, if you really dig into the World War II cartoons, you'll find a lot of not only propaganda, but a lot of cartoons dealing with how to, save your money, how to, save scrap, and blah, blah, blah. This is along the same lines. This is something that Disney produced to get people to save money. Now, it does contain imagery, Nazi imagery, that may be offensive to people, but it is done all in fun.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that well said. Yeah.
Can't wait for Bugs Bunny to teach me how to open a 401k.
Yeah, well, the thing is each cartoon chooses a certain topic, and this one is literally just, you know what? Besides me telling you what it is, how about we just watch it? Sound good to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes.
All right, I present to you this next cartoon. This film distributed was... I couldn't read that in time. Spirit of 43.
Payday. Payday. Yes, payday. Millions
Payday.
of dollars pouring into the hands of the American worker.
Yippee.
Now, in the mind of the average worker live two separate personalities. One, the thrifty.
Oh,
Wait a
it's
bit,
Scrooge
Daddy.
McDuck.
You're going to save a bit of that, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oftentimes, idle money burns a hole in your pocket, which brings out the other personality. The spendthrift.
Come on with me. I'll show you how to spend your dough.
Spend it. Yeah.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
I got a couple of good dates.
Whoa.
But, laddie, I've got some better dates.
Important ones, too. When every American should pay his or her
Income tax due March 15th.
gladly and
Also on June
proudly.
15th.
This year, Thanks to Hitler and Hirohito,
And September
taxes are
15th.
higher
My
than ever
birthday.
before. Will you have enough money on hand to meet your payments when
December?
they call due?
We'll take care of that later. Forget it.
But you don't want to forget our fighting men, do ye?
No, sir.
Then you'll have to start saving right away to meet your tax payments.
No.
Listen, chum. Spend it. It's your dough.
Yeah, it's my dough.
Aye, laddie. It's your dough. But it's your war, too. You must save...
Wait a minute. I didn't ask for a war.
Spend it.
I just want my dough.
Nay, you must
Yeah, I just want to.
spend. Save.
I just want to meet these women who are dancing. That's it.
Right. The dates I don't want tax dates. Oh, nice.
That's subtle.
Yeah, you think?
Now what are you going to do? Spend for the Axis
His
or
tie.
save for taxes? Just remember, every dollar you spend for something you don't need.
Why do we got a
is dollar
Scottish
spent to
duck?
help
Like,
the Axis.
oh my gosh.
That's right. And every dollar you sock away for taxes is another dollar to sock the Axis. For it is your taxes,
Stingy.
my taxes, our taxes that run the factories. American factories, working day and night.
Hey, watching this? It looks kind of dirty.
Factories making guns,
Man,
machine guns,
is that butter?
tank guns, long-range guns, guns, all kinds
Guns,
of guns.
guns. Oh no.
To blast the aggressors from
Bye,
the
Japan.
seas.
Yeah. Looks like the sun's setting.
Taxes for American factories, working full blast, making planes. Bombers, dive bombers.
Hey, sounding a little too excited seeing these things.
Yeah.
The birds of prey that fly by night.
Ah,
Taxes to bury the Axis.
Texas. You know,
Taxes.
feels like I said this
Taxes
already,
for
but
ships,
we should definitely make a drinking game out of this. Every time they say taxes, we take a shot.
all kinds of battle wagons.
We would be dead.
We do need to have like a counter, to be honest. Like every time it hits, bam, taxes, boom.
Taxes.
Pop a little counter while you're editing. Taxes, boom.
Taxes to keep them flying. Taxes to keep them rolling. Taxes to keep them coming. Taxes to beat to earth the
Oh, no,
evil
it's
destroyer of
Nazi-tron.
freedom and peace.
Trans Nazis. Wait, that's a different cartoon.
This is our
I say
fight.
that's a whole different set of
Fight for
propaganda.
freedom of speech.
Who knew the Nazis had a transformer though?
Freedom from want and fear. Taxes will keep democracy.
I do feel like I
on
should
the
stand
march.
up and like put my hand over my heart.
A
Get my hand-
baseball cap over my hat.
Yeah.
That's why Walt Disney made money, kids.
Yeah, taxes. Well, that's the second cartoon in our blockbuster 4, and you know, it just makes me want to be more patriotic. You know, what do you guys think about that?
Not enough taxes.
Yeah, should
I feel like I need a shower now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is pretty dirty, like so dirty. But luckily, this next one, it can't be dirty because it's got. Sorry, I almost said the wrong duck. It's got Daffy Duck in it, and Daffy is like too lovable, Um, do you want to bring us in on a little bit of this cartoon, or do you want to just go ahead and start it?
We can just go ahead and start it.
All right.
I mean, it does contain World War II Nazi, imagery, but it's a parody of several different people. Obviously, Hitler, but also I believe the main duck on the Nazi side is actually supposed to be Goebbels.
Yeah.
So it's just Warner Brothers took where Disney was more straightforward in their shorts. Warner Brothers always took an absurdist look at what was going on. So this is more absurd.
Yeah, it is. I 100% agree with you, but again, yeah, we may not agree with a lot of this stuff, but it is what it is, and it's just a parody of it, right? So what's the harm in that? All right, so the next one is Duck. What is it? What's it called? Duck Commando.
Daffy the Commando.
Daffy the Commando. Sorry about that. I don't have these down pat. Like I said, Tim is our movie expert, movie TV expert, movie TV and music expert. And it just keeps on going from there. But all right, so presenting this Warner Brothers cartoon. Let's do this.
Name of the song playing is "The Merry-Go-Round Broke Down."
Merry-Go-Round Broke Down.
It's the song Eddie Valent sings in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yes. That's the first thing I thought of, actually, when you said that was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. But I didn't know that was actually called that. That's interesting. Look at that gun.
Oh, them Deutsche Skifflappen geflogen, with the Commandos and they're all over the place. Ooh, verstunken.
I can't look at him serious.
Makes me so mad if I don't listen more.
He tells me this is not
barely
German.
understand it.
No wonder he needs an eyepiece. The apes of wrath.
Schultz!
Schultz!
Schultz! You Dummkopf von Gehargenflutz! Wer hat dein Kommando durchgelassen? Hast du der Axe abgeschossen, no? Mach schnell, gesund, dick!
I swear, if this wasn't beforehand, this is so reminiscent of Hogan's Hero. I don't know why. It's got Hogan's Hero vibes. I guess it's, World War II and all that stuff.
Schultz and Hogan's Heroes.
They did have a Schultz, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
That was the bigger guy, right?
Yeah, and he served the same role as this guy.
Okay, maybe that's why, yeah.
I know nothing.
Man, Amazon will do anything to drop a package.
While the rich is all the gravy. Now ain't that a blinkin' shame?
Put out those lights! Schultz!
Where'd he go? Ah, the art of shadow puppets. He's having a good old time, though. Asbestos. It gets me every time.
Say, Leader Krantz, what time is it?
When you hear the tone, it will be exactly 6:45 and 1/4. Schultz?
That poor Schultz.
6:45 and 1/4. May I present you with this little token of our esteem?
For me? Dankeschön, Dankeschön.
Oh, just a little going-away present.
Why is he saying donkey shave?
Well,
Donkey Shane.
Oh, shave.
Oh, Donkey Shave.
Yeah.
There's a strange looking clock. Schultz was tragically killed.
Schultz?
Oh, never
Fly.
mind. Not even allowed to die in peace.
Nazi regime really is
Go
harsh.
ahead. I was gonna say Schultz is resilient. Maybe he's made of Teflon.
Maybe.
Heil Hitler!
Yeah. Calling Hitler a step.
Yeah.
Kannst du nicht sehen, diese Telefon ist busy? Bleiben
Huh?
Sie ruhig.
Can't you see this telephone is busy? Wait your turn.
Bitte, mein Herr, haben Sie ein Pfeifchen?
Got a nickel, bud.
Dankeschön.
Donkey Shave. I think you're right, Tim.
It's all yours, Von Limburger.
Oh, he
That's
translated.
funny.
I was like, why can't I read that?
Hello, Schultz. I want you to... Oh, is that you, Mert?
Went back for the nickel.
The nickel.
Uh-oh. Air brakes.
Messerschmitt. A whole mess of Messerschmitt.
That's the Smith's mess.
A mess of Messerschmitt.
Dude, that's some precision shooting right there.
They shaved
Really,
his
he's so
blade.
missed.
Now try and duck this one, you duck. Heil Hitler!
Yeah. Shoot a duck that can fly into the air. Okay.
Human cannonball.
Haben Sie geschieden? Hossiden!
Oh my gosh.
Wo geht alle zusammengestaubt?
Hey, Grim, don't you know him?
Oh yeah. I think I was on lunch break during this part though.
Oh, okay.
So that's what happened.
The baby tooth.
The baby tooth.
Holy cow.
That's all.
Hey, there's Porky. He hadn't been featured since the beginning. Like, holy cow. So yeah.
Well, he gets paid for now.
Nice.
What'd you say, Tim?
I said Porky doesn't choose the sides. He just does his job.
Yeah, he does. He does. But, you know, I expected to see him more in this episode because he was at the beginning. You know, he was with, I guess it's the whole Daffy Porky motif. I don't know. But,
You gotta understand that one time that Porky Pig was the star
right.
of the Looney Tunes. Yeah. So he was the guy featured in the front of every cartoon, and he did the That's All, folks.
Yeah. You know, you're going to sell the cartoon. You're going to put your main face in there. That was until Bugs Bunny came along, and then he pushed everybody to the side pretty much. But so this brings us to our featured presentation. And it is, like we said before, the unaltered, unedited version of Steamboat Willie. And I would love to get Tim's take on this because I know he has things to say about it, and I cannot wait to hear. So, Tim, take it away.
Something that'll give it away, or
no. Just talk about like the, just in general, about how it ended up where it is. Why are we able to actually play this right now?
We're 100 years old. Almost 100 years old. At one time, our country had a copyright system where the artist can claim 18 years and then extend it for another 9. And then they changed it for 25 years to 50. In the 90s, Disney was very close to losing Mickey Mouse to the public domain, and Disney being the greediest company in the world next to Apple, they petitioned Congress to, and Nintendo, but they petitioned Congress to extend the copyright. So Mickey Mouse should have been public domain technically in the 40s. No, I'm sorry, in the 60s.
Okay.
But they kept pushing they kept pushing Congress to extend the Copyright Act. In fact, the Copyright Act of 1973 is known as the Mickey Mouse Law.
Oh, wow.
Where they granted the extension to 90 years plus, and then 100 and something years for something made by a corporation, work for hire.
That's crazy though. So that's wow. So that's why there's a lot of things that are in the public domain that's not 100 years old, because that went public domain before they changed the laws.
They changed the law, I believe, in the 90s when they changed it again. It's to the point where you don't even have to register it for copyright.
Huh.
Yeah, you don't have to register it. You just put copyright, blah, 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 blah on there. And boom. And like I said, there's things that fell into public domain for 100 different reasons.
Right.
Night of the Living Dead fell into the public domain because it was originally called Night of the Flesh Eaters, and it was copyrighted and everything. But when they sold it to a distributor, they changed the title to Night of the Living Dead and never put a copyright on it.
That's so funny, too. And
yeah, so
I was going to say, spoilers, we're going to be doing Night of the Living Dead here in a few months. So keep that in mind, guys. Anyways, back to Tim.
So I mean, there's some that just never got renewed. Like there's 109 Warner Brothers cartoons that's public domain because United Artists ended up owning them. Because long story short, Warner Brothers sold their pre-1948 catalog to AAP. AAP got bought by United Artists, who failed to renew the copyright on like over 100 of them.
Wow.
Yeah. So boom. That's also why we have some movies public domain, because people just failed to renew the copyright.
Right. Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen with Disney.
No, this time they knew, because the last time they were trying to build up a fight for, the copyright renewal. People actually fought them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so this time they just said, forget it, just let it go public domain. We still own Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Like we can use this cartoon and we can say starring Mickey Mouse, but we can't do like a sequel.
Right.
And call it Mickey Mouse in. So yes, I mean we can do a sequel to Steamboat Willie, but we can't call him Mickey Mouse.
Or a horror movie.
If you want to call it that.
But anyways, so yeah, it's interesting the way that this fell into and the fight that was ensued and everything. I find it interesting, that kind of stuff, and that answered a lot of questions for me that were actually went unanswered before, and I appreciate that because I really do like that, because public domain confuses me, and as you guys know, we use public domain for what we show because that is no copyright, so we're not gonna.
And we're too cheap to pay for anything.
Exactly. I don't even pay salaries. Come on, jeez. No.
Hey, I've been doing my TV show for 16 years just because every damn thing I play is cheap and public domain and free.
Yeah. So. Hey, and like I said, I was talking to Grim about your TV show right before, and just like going on about it. Like I just like Tim is naturally the most natural, funny guy I've known my whole life. And I'm not saying that to give him a big head or anything like that, but it's true.
Sorry.
This is how I keep him going with all this, is because I sweet talk him with the wonderful words and stuff. So, but without any further ado, here is our main event, our main attraction, our whatever. It's Steamboat Willie, guys. And it is in its unedited state. Enjoy. He's really trying to impress Minnie over there. You see that? Like, hey, how you doing?
Pay attention to the screen there. It said by Oob Iworks, not Disney.
Oh. Oh, here it comes. The most iconic whistle in Disney right
there. Yep.
Jeez, Pete.
He's gone through changes.
Yeah. Pete has definitely gone through a lot.
How this is the first cartoon with synchronized sound, and we can't understand what the parrot is saying.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Big old jaw of the chaw right there. Never thought I'd see a cartoon where a Disney character's chewing tobacco.
That cow doesn't care.
That cow gives zero you-know-whats. That's some precision steering, though. Gotta give him that much.
Yeah.
Captain. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cow's leaking. What's he gonna do? Kill it?
Oh, he's gonna feed it.
Perfect. Later, heifer.
Well, bye.
We wait for no one.
No, oh no, a girl.
Here,
Women.
let me just get over here and hook you. Look up your skirt a little bit. All right, that's that's interesting.
I'm just gonna learn how to play the ukulele.
Are we gonna talk about what that hook just did?
It was respected.
Dead.
Oh, the ukulele!
Let's just break his tail, sure. And thus begins Mickey and Minnie's life of crime.
Yep. Started with animal abuse.
And now I want ice cream.
The one-man mouse. The one-man band mouse. The one mouse band. There we go.
He is going to town on that pottery.
Yep. Run, cat. Run.
It's just animal abuse.
I warned it. It didn't listen.
Or maybe Pete was justified.
He was justified? What about this?
Yeah, maybe. Well, no, Pete. Maybe he was
Pete,
justified
Pete.
for. Yeah.
I think Pete's the hero in all this.
He must be.
Wow, he
Got
kicked
this
the
for
baby.
Pete.
Yikes. Mickey's evil. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Maybe this is actually the horror movie.
This is what Disney was trying to hide from us, that their icon is actually just evil.
In fact, that's why they censored this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll tell you what was cut after.
Okay. Well, the cow don't seem to mind too much, though.
Now, the cow's just vibing.
I mean, he did feed the cow, so maybe the cow's just like,
Yeah.
okay. What?
Marshmallows for teeth.
Get him, Pete! Get him!
Stretch out the duck!
Yeah, you can't hurt
Potato
potatoes. That's a massive potato. Oh, it was a massive potato.
It was.
It's normal size. That's just how small Mickey really is.
Oh, yeah. He, abuse to everything. Wow. Wow. All right. Well, that was something. So, all right, Tim, why don't you tell us, enlighten us on what was cut? And I think I know what was cut, to be honest.
Two things that was cut from the cartoon. Later on, more like in the 80s to the early 90s, the scene where Pete is chewing tobacco, that got cut.
Oh, fair enough.
Because they were like, oh, bad influence on kids. And I'm thinking, you never played the cartoon on the Disney Channel. How could it be bad influence?
Right.
And then the other one was him when they showed the piglets eating and he's pulling the tails. That was there. However, the scene where he picked up the pig and he like kicked the piglet.
Oh,
that was cut. Yeah, that and then he puts the pig up to his mouth and starts playing it like an accordion. Yeah, they cut that out because it was too graphic, they felt, and doesn't fit into the mold of what Mickey Mouse is today.
Sure, but all the other stuff he did in there was okay. Like,
oh yeah,
everything else is fine.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I can pick up a cat by its tail and swing it and say Mickey told me it was okay.
Exactly.
Yep.
That poor cat, like, that goat, man, Minnie tore its tail up. Like, that's gonna have a lot of repercussions.
Well, and to be fair, he did eat her stuff, so
fair. That is fair.
That is true. That's true.
Yeah, so he deserved to be turned into a radio.
I think the cat and the duck were the biggest victims here. Like, the cat just got swung around for no reason, and the duck got yanked apart.
Yeah, that seemed like it was a shit. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. That poor duck and cat, for sure. The parrot.
The thing I love. Oh, the parrot deserved to die.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, no. The thing I love about the cat part is that not only does he swing it, but when he's done with it, he lets go.
Yeah. Where is the cat? I didn't see the cat anymore.
He went overboard.
Yeah, he like threw it overboard and didn't care.
Yeah. Well, that's the golden goose, so to speak. So, you know,
that's a Disney's icon. Bugs Bunny could never.
Yeah,
he
well,
only did much more racist things.
Yeah, I don't know. Bugs Bunny's done some pretty bad things, but not like that. But that's for another episode. As this draws to a close, guys, I've had a lot of fun watching these retro cartoons. Like, it's really funny, and if you guys notice, we kind of like dumbed down our bits to try to comedian-size or whatever. I'm making up words now. We're just doing a watch through now, and we're just commenting as we watch, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. But as the cat is out of the bag, so to speak, the cat is off of the ship. Our next episode that we're going to be doing will be in the month of October, Spooktober, and we are going to be doing what was just said, Night of the Living Dead, and I can't wait for that episode. Arson should be back for that, and that'll be pretty awesome. But I want to thank Grim for stepping in and being here. I appreciate you, brother. And Tim, you just make my day every time we're hanging out and doing this. So I do want to give a special shout out, and his info will be in the in the comment, well, not comments, the description for his TV show, Something Suave Theater. And I want him to say a little something about that before we actually fully end, and then we'll head on out. But Tim, I want you to plug your show a little bit and talk about some interesting things.
Basically, it's kind of almost like a parody of those old hosted movie shows that you would see on TV, where the guy will pop up between the commercial breaks and say a little bit something about the movie. And with my show, basically, I do the segment where I introduce the movie and talk about it, and then we completely forget about it. So,
yeah.
Sorry.
Haven't you done like cooking segments while doing it too? Like, I mean, he's done all kinds of stuff over the last 15 plus years. Like, I love his show.
My two favorite ones is I played the Turkish version of The Exorcist called Satan. Oh. And for the host, so for the host segments, I get possessed by Satan. And We do a little parody of The Exorcist, of course, but like the way Satan leaves my body is that my co-host just describes my life to Satan, and Satan gets so depressed he leaves.
That's
then
awesome.
And then we did Rescue from Gilligan's Island, where I'm actually on a deserted island, and Richard, my co-host, doesn't really want to find me. Yeah.
But I'm assuming he found you at the end?
Yeah, well, turns out somebody sent me snickerdoodles laced with PCP, and everything was just a drug hallucination. Me being on the deserted island and everything.
He was actually in the middle of a Cracker Barrel? No.
I was actually in the back.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely, if you guys are watching this now, I definitely suggest you click that link and give him a watch, because he's got stuff on YouTube. He's got stuff on the site, which is OSI 74. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a Roku channel too. So if you have a Roku, download OSI 74. Yeah. And then I also do 2 other shows. I do a cartoon show called It's Cartoon Time, where I play shorts. And then the other one's called Mighty Hall of Heroes, where I take... The simplest way to describe it is I take these superhero shorts and combine them into making it like almost like a soap opera.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. So yeah, you guys definitely need to check that out. Like, Graham, I'm telling you, you got some homework. You definitely need to go check out some of his material, because, like I said, if I promise you, if Tim is not as funny as what I've been hyping him up to be, I will give you your money back for this episode. Just saying. You know, I'm a man of my word. And if you do agree with me, you get double. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, but
what
right, exactly. So
exactly.
But with that, guys, like all good things, this is coming to an end, and I appreciate you all watching. As I said, if you guys want to know more about From the Ashes podcast, take a look in the description. You'll find a link there. If you click that link, it'll take you to all things From the Ashes, including Tim's information as well. But I'll also probably have that posted in there separately, just so you guys can click on that directly without having to go through a bunch of hoopla. But other than that, I want to thank Graham and Tim. I just now got that. Yeah. Anyways, I want to thank you guys both for being here. And until next time, guys, have a fabulous rest of your night and day. And, we'll see you in October.